Hey everyone, I just realized that I have never done an outdoor video of the outside. I've done the upstairs and the downstairs in our house, but I haven't done the yard. So I'm starting in here because this is where we are. Basin, say hi.
Hi.
These are the chickies. We have 9. This is a very small coop because we are going to, well, we got it for temporary use. And then we're going to build a bigger coop inside this shed. And we'll cut a hole in the side so they can get into it. But right now it's so warm outside that we don't want to move the coop in yet. Out here is a lot more airflow, obviously. Basin's gonna chill with the chicks while I show the yard a little. Daisy, don't open the door, okay? I'll come right back for you. Have this cute little bistro set out here in case I come out here with my coffee in the morning and watch them, because they're truly very entertaining. Got a net just in case I need to catch one. Haven't had to use it yet, thankfully. Actually, Brett used it to catch some minnows in the creek the other day because it was drying up, and he was saving minnows and putting them in our pond so that they wouldn't dry up in it. Here's the shed. When we first looked at this house, when we did our first showing, I spotted the shed from the kitchen door and freaked out. I was so pumped. It looks like a little barn, and I knew it would be perfect for the chickens. Right now we store stuff in it, and we still will, but we're gonna make the chicken coop around here, and then the rest of it will still be storage. The chickens will be blocked off from the rest of the shed, so they'll just have their coop in here, and then their run. And the run will be bigger once we take their temporary coop out. But anyways, we store their bedding, their food, their snacks, extra food and waters, things like that, and then yard things. In this yard, there are tons of little trails. There's one here, and this is where a tree fell down during one of the first storms, and Brett had to hand saw it. We still haven't completely cleaned it up. Not really on our priority list right now. There's a ditch behind the shed. It definitely had a lot more water in it when we first moved here. It is slowly drying up because we haven't had rain in a while. We haven't had a good rain in a while. And I weeded all of this area around the shed. It used to be completely overgrown. Kind of like these things. The previous owners liked the look of the natural, and I think it's nice too. It's very low maintenance also. I don't know if I'll keep it forever, but we'll see. This is the trail in this side yard. Then it goes back around and toward the road. Then there's this little path up here. Lots of hostas, lots of natural plants, and lots of nuts. Acorns, walnuts, and some other one that I always forget what it's called. Anyways, here's a path out toward the road. There's a path around here. That little one over there, the kids call it their secret pathway. I think it's so very secretive. We have our little nest swing up here on this tree. A little seating area. And their sandbox we made with the tree that fell. Brett actually hand sawed off the bark too. We haven't treated it yet. We'll put sealant on it at some point. Hammock. This is a nice little area to play. Well, our kids don't stay in one spot very long at this house. They're just always exploring, and with all these rocks and paths and things, it's kind of nerve-wracking. So our intention was, put the hammock here and we can chill and let them play for a while. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're on to the next thing immediately. So off we go. Here's a path I created down to the chicken coop. How you doing, Vase? You doing good? Basin? And he's still playing. He loves the chickens. A little chicken man. Here's the path down to the yard. I also weeded all of this out, and I planned on doing more. It expands the space a little more. Not that we need more space, but also I figured it probably cuts down on some of the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes here absolutely love me, and I absolutely despise them. Here's our backyard. Kind of goes up and around. Here's the house on the back. Here's our little koi pond. We purchased 2 fish that we put in there. And then they had fish here. Oh, there they are. They're out already. And then there are some gray fish that we don't know what they are, and lots of little minnows. Tons of frogs. Like at least half a dozen every night. Let's see if I can find one. I can almost always spot one. Of course, now that I'm doing this video, I can't find them. But if you have me on social media, you'll probably see 5,000 pictures of them, because every time I see them, I'm still amazed. Little fountain is so relaxing, day or night. Just the constant sound of it. Although the pond is getting kind of low because there hasn't been rain. So hopefully it rains soon. Here's the steps up to the bottom deck. On the bottom deck we have a porch swing. It's past that towel. Lots of little bushes and trees and things. Little natural kind of garden here. I love these stone steps all the way up. Driveway is back toward that opening. That little door is the garage, and if you go up and over, you can get up to the deck on the top. Back there we have our big griddle, and then the top deck. Trampoline. They very rarely use it here because they're just out doing things instead. We have some natural ferns going on. Love them. Lots of vines everywhere in the yard. Ground cover everywhere. I think this was like the hibiscus type plant that was blooming a few weeks ago, but now I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at pictures. I planted these garden beds just, I don't know, like half a week ago. Got some radishes sprouting up. These 2 are rows are radish. Those 2 are carrot. Brett bought me some mums to put next to my greenhouse. It looks so cute. And then this one is lettuce and spinach. I don't have high hopes for this. I've never had a fall garden, so I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll see. I just like to experiment. I had these seeds already anyway, so figured I would try it out. Here's my greenhouse. Maybe my favorite part of this house. So I have some broccoli, spinach, some kale down here. I started some peas. I started some other little plants down here. Again, I have no idea how they'll do. I'm not great with container gardens, but figured I'd give it a chance since I'm in here anyways. We got some carrots, beets, radish, lettuce. I need to thin some things out. They're doing better than I thought they would already. So then I planted some cilantro here, and I have some basil, chives, oregano in there. I honestly can't remember what I put in those 2, so that'll be fun to figure out. These 2 pots are empty. Don't know what I'm going to put in there yet, but I'm super excited. So this is the backyard, all surrounded by woods, which is fun, except that I'm terrified to let the chickens out, so every time we let them out, we're watching them like a hawk. No pun intended. Ugh, hawks. The creek is dried up right now. I can't believe it. It makes me so sad. It was like a moving, flowing creek back here. Right now it is just all dry from the lack of rain and absorbing into the ground, I'm assuming. Then we have this cute little bridge. At some point we might put like little railings on it, though the 2 big kids are old enough to walk across it. Acadia has had no interest in it so far, so that has worked out for us. Then we have this like space back here. Honestly, not sure how much of it is our property at the moment. I can't see any of the flags that they put up because of all the trees, so winter will be fun when we figure that out. But yeah, surrounded by woods. And if you go past the woods, there is a field back there. So this is our backyard. We absolutely love it and spend most of our time out here. Next video, I will show the other side in the front of the house, although those aren't nearly as exciting. So, thanks for listening.